A woman spy in Burkina Faso. You won't believe this. This woman went to Burkina Faso pretending to be an NGO organization that she want to help people. Now West are using women since men are too obvious and you'll never suspect a woman. Her name is Claire. She went to Burkina Faso pretending to help people, but she was helping people at the same time, buying food, by giving money, buying parts for the women, and she was supporting a girl child in Burkina Faso. A lot of people trusted her because they thought that she's genuine, but she had other agendas. Her work was to find out how many militaries are in Burkina Faso, their location, and if Burkina Faso they are using drones, and any government official that will visit Burkina Faso. And then she gather all the information, the location and everything, and then she will send to her boss. But what she didn't know is that Ibrahim Traoré knew everything. Her computer was mirrored to Ibrahim Traoré computer, so everything that she sent to her boss, Ibrahim Traoré will see it. Everything that she typed or said to her boss, Ibrahim Traoré knew. So Ibrahim Traoré let her do whatever she was doing so that he can find out what she's planning and what their next game is.
So I say to all of you in this room and all who are watching by television, we need to pray for our brother and his family and warn America, leave that brother alone.
What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. So guys, after United States and France failed to arrest Ibrahim Traoré, right now they are sending snipers and spy to bring down Ibrahim Traoré. The good news is Ibrahim Traoré, he has managed to capture some of the spies who were spying on him just to try to bring him down. Ibrahim Traoré, he has come out and exposed them and sending a warning message to France and United States to leave Burkina Faso and African country alone. So kindly guys, watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment.
Believe it or not, there has been another coup in Burkina Faso against the young leader Ibrahim Traoré. As you know, Ibrahim Traoré is loved by not only his people but Africans because of his moves recently. He not only talks right, like we see leaders that say the right thing, we're so happy, we're hyped up, and then nothing happens, and then you see them making a deal, and then you see them shaking with the enemy, right, shaking hands with the enemy. But Ibrahim Traoré has proven himself to be a good leader with the things that he's been doing, not just saying. Also, he says good stuff and he inspires us with his beautiful speech, but he actually puts in work, right? So this is the fourth coup d'etat against them. Thankfully, it has been thwarted and they were not successful because guess what? The people of Burkina Faso love this guy to the point where when the third coup happened, they went out to the streets at night saying that they will protect him at all costs. That's the kind of leader he is. And don't forget, he's the youngest leader right now, a sitting leader. So, as I said, thankfully it has been thwarted, but it makes you wonder, why do they want this guy out? Why? You'll have your answer if you just think about it for 5 minutes.
President of the United States, I suggest to you that the people that looked at him and saw his brilliance, saw that that brilliance could be used for a purpose that was not our agenda. Now, I'm closing now. The people that chose him know the time that we are living at the end of America's rule as a great power in the world. So I say to all of you in this room and all who are watching by television, we need to pray for our brother and his family and warn America, leave that brother alone. When America tries to interfere in Africa, this video always comes to mind.
Nation in Africa, and it is. It could be the most corrupt nation in the world, Minister Farrakhan.
Oh, now, Mr. Wallace.
It is the most corrupt nation that I have ever covered. I've been there 25 years ago, and I've been there as recently as last year.
Fine. So what? 35 years old. That's what that nation is. Now, here's America, 226 years old. You love democracy, but there in Africa, you're trying to force these people into a system of government that you just have accepted. 30 years ago, black folk got the right to vote. You're not in any moral position to tell anybody how corrupt they are. You should be quiet and let those of us who know our people go there and help them get out of that condition. But America should keep her mouth shut wherever there's a corrupt regime, as much hell as America has raised on the earth. No, I will not allow America or you, Mr. Wallace, to condemn them as the most corrupt nation on earth when you have spilled the blood of human beings. Has Nigeria dropped an atomic bomb and killed people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Have they killed off millions of Native Americans? How dare you put yourself in that position as a moral judge? I think you should keep quiet, because with that much blood on America's hands, you have no right to speak. I will speak because I don't have that blood on my hand. Yes, there's corruption there. Yes, there's mismanagement of resources. Yes, there is abuse. There's abuse in every nation on earth, including this one. So let's not play holy to moralize on them. Let's help them.
I'm not moralizing. I'm asking a question, and I got an answer.
Why would you put it as the most corrupt regime in the world? That doesn't make sense.
Can you think of one more corrupt?
Yeah, I'm living in one. I'm living in one. Yes, you've done a hell of a thing on this earth, so you should not be the one to talk. You should be quiet when it comes to moral condemnation, in my judgment. I'd like to read to the public Brother Gaddafi's last will and testament that came out sometime yesterday. As you know, Brother Muammar Gaddafi was offered asylum in other countries. He refused to leave Libya. And as you know, he said he would be martyred in Libya. This is where he lived, this is where he would fight, and this is where he would die. So I'd like to read this will, and I want you to listen carefully to his words. He said, "This is my will. I, Muammar bin Mudabir bin Muhammad bin Abdussalam bin Humaid bin Abu Manya bin Humaid bin Nail al-Fusi Gaddafi, do swear that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his messenger. Peace be upon him. I pledge that I will die as a Muslim." This was written on the 17th of October. He said, "Should I be killed, I would like to be buried according to Muslim rituals in the clothes I was wearing at the time of my death, but with my body unwashed in the cemetery of Sirte next to my family and relatives. I would like that my family, especially the women and children, to be treated well after my death. The Libyan people should protect its identity, achievements, history, and the honorable image of its ancestors and heroes. The Libyan people should not relinquish the sacrifices of the free and best people. I call on my supporters to continue the resistance and fight any foreign aggressor against Libya
today, tomorrow, and always. Let the free people of the world know that I could have sold out our cause in return for a secure and stable personal life. I received many offers to this effect, but chose to be at the vanguard of the confrontation as a badge of duty and honor. Even if we do not win immediately, we will provide a lesson to future generations that choosing to protect the nation is an honor, and selling it out is the greatest betrayal that history will forever remember, however they try to portray this. This was the end of his will. He was killed in a military uniform. He wanted to be buried in the khaki clothes that he was wearing. And of course, you heard the news that they took his body out in the middle of the night. He and his son, Mutasim, who we have in a picture meeting with Hillary Clinton a year and a half ago and shaking hands with Secretary of State Clinton, which should show the world that shaking hands with your enemy and receiving a pat on the back from your enemy should never lull you to sleep that the enemy has changed. The enemy is the enemy. And when you fall asleep on that knowledge, that is when the enemy will take us out. The betrayals of his inner circle. Don't think that that is overseas. That is in our own house. And we today need to watch for those close around for signs of betrayal. Because it is written in the scriptures of the Bible that in the last days perilous times will come. And betrayal will be one of the marks of the end of the world, because people will feel that they'll be safer betraying a good cause, a just cause, to save their lives. Gaddafi died in honor, fighting for the Libya that he believed in. They would never have won if NATO was not bombing day in and day out. Brother Ali Baghdadi, that is a writer and a great Arab writer, said they bombed Libya back to the Stone Age. We were in Libya. We saw Libya being built from the ground up. We witnessed what this man did for the Libyan people. And for NATO to have bombed it like this, watch for Halliburton, watch for Bechtel, watch for the vultures of London, England, and France, and others trying to rebuild the infrastructure that they purposely destroyed, which is against international law. You went for humanitarian purposes, yet 50,000 Libyans lie dead because the West wanted access to the wealth of Libya. Now let me tell you what this man did. Did he kill people? Well, hell, did our president kill people? Talk back to me. Yes. You have made your president an assassin. That the only value that he has now is that he was responsible for the death of Osama bin Laden. He was captured without a weapon. He should have been brought to America, put on trial for the American people to see this man. But he was executed, so you will never know the real truth. Then Alaki, an American citizen who is against America's policies, a drone took him out and then came back later and killed his son. Now Muammar Gaddafi and his sons lie dead. Saddam Hussein and his sons lie dead. Well, what about your sons? They're dying in Iraq on the basis of a lie. They're dying in Afghanistan on the basis of a lie. And now drones are in Pakistan, drones in Somalia, drones in Yemen. When will it stop? America, do you think that you can get away with this? If it's time for another commercial, then you go on and take the commercial. I'm just warming up.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, Brother Minister. Brother Minister.
Think about the horror of the transatlantic slave trade. Being stuck in the holds of ships for months, laying in our own urine and defecation. Some of us, if we got a chance, jumped overboard into the open mouths of sharks rather than come to America to be made slaves. And what they took out of Africa was the strongest in Africa. And when we got through the Middle Passage, those that died in the Middle Passage and those that survived were the strongest of the strong. We have been under the worst oppression that has been accorded to any human being in the annals of history, and here we are. You can still laugh and joke and smile and sing and dance, and when white folk look at you and see the power in your moves as you dance today, hip-hop culture spinning on your head, everything that you do, white folk trying to learn how to do it, and you're the teacher.
That's right.
White folk don't know how to play no drums. That's Africa. That's Africa in Cuba, Africa in Central America, Africa among the native people, Africa.
Tell me something. How many of you would come and sit down and apologize to us for the transatlantic slave trade? You come now. Bring your wife and your children and tell us you're sorry for killing us, raping us, castrating us, and enslaving us, and making us chattel. Will you come and apologize? Our people can be like you. It ain't enough. See? If we tell you when you apologize it's not enough, oh, you trying to pimp us and hustle. No, reparation ain't pimping. Reparation is what we deserve for the pain and anguish that you have caused us to suffer. No. But you won't do that. You won't do justice by us. That's why judgment is on you now. That's why you can't live a day without another calamity, and they're not going to stop. It's going to get harder and harder because the God of justice
has claimed us, Kyrie and Ye and Durant and Barkley and Shaq. We belong to God, not you. Don't try to use us against each other. If they want to talk to any of you, we'll go with you. You bring your rabbis. You bring your scholars. And I told them, when we look at our book that we wrote, we only quoted your scholars, your historians, your rabbis. So when they asked me to condemn our book, I said, oh, if it's all lies, I certainly will condemn it. But we only quoted your people. So when you come out and call everyone that we quoted a liar and an anti-Semite, all right, then I'll condemn the book. But you're not going to do that. When I told you at the end, I want to be your friend, that's why I'm sitting in your house, eating your food, and inviting you to my house, and we prepared food for you. I would like to get along with you. And so would Ye, and so would Kyrie. But you can't abuse them, because you promised them wealth and nearness to white power.
Let us give thanks to God, who has allowed us to meet here today on the occasion of the celebration of the International Day of African Youth. I say this very often because human beings often forget God when they have no problems, when they are happy. But when worries come, that is when we remember God. Give thanks every day for the breath of life and for health. Youth, youth of Burkina, youth of Africa, youth, this is a phase of life where we have enough strength, enough energy, like the paraphraser, the slam poet, who has just passed. Youth is the time when we do not have enough time. We must take advantage of the time given to us, use the energy necessary to achieve our goals, to change the world, change our world, change the world of others positively. Children want to grow up to be young adults. Old people want to become young again. Everyone wants to be young. Youth is a blessing, so take advantage of youth to do useful work. That is why when I see in the chosen theme, the first two words challenge us, that is integration and security. Africa faces many challenges and we must ask ourselves questions. Is youth an asset or a handicap for the development of nations? The answer is simple and unequivocal, and you know it. Most developed countries have an aging population, and currently many countries have launched programs to rejuvenate their populations. Africa is fortunate to have a very young population. But why is Africa not developed? So we will have to look at the question of why Africa has a young population and it is not developed. And sir, the countries that call themselves developed are looking to rejuvenate their populations. So we have to turn our youth into a real asset and a driver of development for our continent. And to do that, we need integration, we need development, we need security, and we need to unite. Of course, you will hear about the African Union. Yes, it exists, but what is the effect of the African Union in reality? We will not be able to talk about integration in the theme and not talk about the African Union, because it is this organization that should unite us and create real integration. But we regret to see these wars that persist on the African continent that kill millions of young people, and that this organization that is the head of states and provided with an army cannot organize itself to support certain countries. The Union is not just a word. The Union is a symbol, and we young people should learn the sound of this situation to unite to make integration a reality. I was unpleasantly surprised when Ethiopia, which hosts the headquarters of the African Union, plunged into divine conflict. And when I saw the Prime Minister go into the lengths of announcing the closure of Addis Ababa University to face the threat, I did not see the action of the African Union to protect these headquarters. Most Western states saw Addis Ababa fall and therefore packed up and left. Ethiopia fought, found an internal solution and lives more in peace today. The children of Congo have been dying for years. Several other conflicts such as Sudan exist on the continent. We would have liked to see the African Union generate the forces and all the strategies necessary to support these states so that they can find peace. We will not even come to talk about ourselves here in the Sahel. For nearly 10 years, the Sahel has been the scene of international terrorism. But we see no support from these organizations to find a solution to this problem. Worse still, a few days ago, a foreign country in Africa openly announced that it had supported and participated in a cowardly terrorist and barbaric attack against the forces of our confederation in Tinzouten. The African Union has not said a word to condemn this interference. The African Union has not said a word to condemn this interference by a state outside Africa in the internal affairs of our states. And I would like them to hear this outburst and therefore come out of their silence and take action so that young people can believe in the African Union. We need to unite. We need to unite, and the only way to unite young people, let me tell you that to unite, there are 3 words, 3 great vices that must be banished from our behavior and our life. I am talking about cowardice, treachery and incompetence. We need to banish these 3 words from our way of life, and I will explain to you why. Cowardice covers many vices. A coward is always afraid. And when we are afraid, we become slaves, we bend, and we lick others. Our ancestors were not cowards, and if we are cowards, our children will ask us questions. Imagine that in Burkina, we refuse to fight and we agree to submit to live in slavery. Tomorrow our children will grow up, they will ask themselves questions. That, were our parents cowards to leave us in slavery? Whether we are alive or dead, we will feel it. The coward is afraid, and the imperialists have understood this. They try to scare the leaders so that you become cowards. Because when you are a coward, all the other vices can be born. They do everything so that we are afraid. They come to our palaces, they threaten us directly or issue veiled threats. Of course, we respond as we should. They try to make us understand. They always give examples. They will tell us, you know, Thomas Sankara tried to do it like that, but where is he? He is dead. The Haitian president tried to do it like that. Where is he? He is dead. Gaddafi tried like that. Where is he? He is dead. These are words that are said to us in a veiled way to scare us. And then, we also often see some young people trying to follow suit or in another way. We can hear them say such and such a person reigned like this, he has the ICC on him, such and such a person reigned like this, he is in prison. All that is to try to scare us so that we become cowards, but I think they have not understood something. When we say homeland or death, we mean we will win. It is not just a phrase. It is not just a phrase, it has its full meaning. We are not afraid and we will never be afraid. They have surely scared many African heads of state. You often see when we speak out or when we have the opportunity to be in certain situations abroad, we often make remarks to challenge African heads of state to wake up and take care of our youth so that we can begin our real development. We are often misunderstood. Some have publicly responded to our remarks because they feel singled out. But I can assure you, youth, that when we find ourselves in the corridors, these same heads of state tell us you are on the right track. This is what must be done so that Africa can emerge. So we ask them questions as to why you do not do as we do, why you do not accompany us. Some tell us that they have thought about it, some tell us that they cannot. Dear elders, African heads of state, from the top of this podium, therefore I would like to say that the African people are the most peaceful people. When you recognize a wrong, you must tell the people so that we are not afraid tomorrow to come out and tell the people. We apologize, we have been compromised, we have ill-gotten gains, we have been compromised by several things, and that we ask for forgiveness and we are getting back on the right track. And to start to really work for the independence of our states and our emancipation. And I think it is possible. If we remain in this position of fear, we will be cowards and history will judge us. Our children will ask questions, our grandchildren will ask questions. We are writing history, and there is no room to buy fear. If our ancestors had been cowards, we would not be here. Remember, I'll tell you an example of the Bamileke and Bassa people, I mean the Cameroonians. The Union of the Populations of Cameroon, who since the 50s began an implacable fight against the colonists. But they were massacred. The French colonial armies at the time poured in battalions of infantry, tanks, helicopters and wiped out entire villages. The most inhuman tortures took place during this period. You can do research on what they call the swing or the Bakassiva. Hundreds of thousands of populations were decimated in this way in Africa because they dared to ask the settlers to leave their lands. This resulted in a civil war that lasted several years. This is to say that people confronted the imperialists with bare hands so that we are here. There is no reason why we cannot confront the imperialists so that our future generations can live. There are many examples throughout Africa of courageous men who refused to be complacent, who fought, who faced it, and let us be worthy of these people. We are their descendants and let us be worthy of them. A coward cannot be worthy. Let us not be cowards, African youth. Because a coward is always a traitor, and that goes hand in hand. And we will do, they will try to scare us so that we are cowards. And if we are cowards, we will betray. We must banish treachery from our habits. Africans were traitors so that the slave trade could succeed in Africa. It is because Africans were traitors that colonization was able to hold in Africa. Let us question history, we will see. Patrice Lumumba was betrayed because he dared to stand up. And these same Belgian televisions came to Congo for some biases extended to individuals in Congo, for an interview or to please their population, and you were able to follow that. Lumumba, he bothered us, he died, we are happy. It is treason. Many other heroes have fallen so that we are here today. And it is a technique of imperialism to scare others by carrying out actions to really create terror.
Hello everybody, here is me again with my small English. I just want to thank everybody for sharing my video and for your love, for your support. And I just come out as a Burkinabe citizen just to speak my word to the old world to know the backup story from our President Ibrahim Traoré. I wanted people to know how we end up with Ibrahim Traoré. We didn't wake up like a morning and like magic it came. Ibrahim Traoré came after a fight from the youth. So we are gonna still continue fighting for him to stay. We are gonna say no to the imperialism. We are gonna say no to the colonialism, and we are gonna continue to tell our story. So I just want to let people know the real narrative of what is going on. I don't used to do videos, and I am not an influencer, and I just want you people to know the truth, what is going on. And I will be, because of so many people asking me to do, to give update, I will be giving you sometime the update if something happen, and so that just to know, just for knowledge, for you people to know what is going on, because at this time our eyes are open. We cannot still let those things going on in our countries. We must be independent. We must be able to build our infrastructure, to build our country together. And I want people to know that if somebody come out and told you that our president is using army against the youth is not true. I want to explain you something. In 2014, when the president that we chase wanted to, before we chase him, it was like the revolution, it was like few days. It tried also to make the army shoot some people so that they will scary and back up. So at the last day, the youth came out, women came out with the kitchen staff, beating together the kitchen staff, men also came out, and the president at the time asked the army to shoot on the people because they were working to the presidency. So because the army, the military, they see that the youth was really serious. This time they don't want to back up. They just give up. They run away. So it means our military, they are not trained to shoot on the youth. It's not possible that those same military will be going in the Sahel shooting the people. It's not possible. And France, when Ibrahim Traoré come, he wanted to buy the military staff from France so that you go and protect and fight again, because it's a fight. If somebody come to attack you, it's a fight. You are gonna defend yourself. France refused to sell the armament to Ibrahim Traoré, to us, Burkina Faso, as a foreign government. They refuse because they said there are some armament that they will not sell to us because they are lethal. But the terrorists are using lethal armies against us. So this is when they refuse to sell the armament. Then Ibrahim Traoré go to Russia and go to China and go to Iran, because France, before they know they don't want to sell some armament to us or some license to use like helicopter or I don't know. They are not giving us this. So for them we should stay. They are attacking us and we cannot defend ourselves. And then the terrorists, they are not a sovereign government. They are terrorists. So we, Burkina Faso, we don't have a armament fabric. So those terrorists, where are they getting their arm from? Who are giving them armament? Because they are refusing to sell the armament to us. But those terrorists, they have the armament. Who is giving them those guns? Because it's money. Gun is not something that you can go and buy like this, and it's very expensive. So who is financing those terrorists? It's not our president, like the general say that he is using the Burkina Faso money to to put it in the terrorism. No, it's not true. And our military, I have myself have experience when I was 16, around 15, 16. Twice I go to the police because I need the police help. And they helped me. I was the daughter of nobody. They helped me. So our military police, they are really good trained. So if somebody come and told you people those things, please don't believe them. They are using the same tactic that they are using, the same propaganda. It's not true. I want all your support. I will be making all you people update of everything that our president have done. He has so many support from the country, the new generation, and from the people who are there in Burkina Faso complaining. You have to know that is the old generation, the people who were comfortable with the old corruption system. Because they don't want to go out the corruption system. They want to be thinking about themselves. But Ibrahim Traoré is thinking about the majority of the youth who are struggling. You understand? So the thing is that if somebody is complaining about actually is old generation, but the new generation, they are behind Ibrahim Traoré. And from the old generation, we don't care. Because they were comfortable with the corruption system. They are going to go out their comfort zone and follow the rules. Because we are the new generation. We are the future. Our children are the future. We have to think about our country and Africa generally. So we are not going to sit down and shut up here and this thing will continue happening. Are we going to make those videos for you people, what our president is saying? Are we going to translate to you in English? It's not AI. I will talk directly for you to show you people what is going on. And you people will see with your eye. And then decide if what he's doing is good or not. Thank you so much.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen the president of Burkina Faso, that it is Ibrahim Traoré. He has come out and revealed those spies who they have been sent by the United States and the France to go and assassinate or to bring him down. For me, what I really love about Ibrahim Traoré, this guy is not only a politician. This guy is a leader, and also he is a god. He is being protected by the people and God, because he's a God-sent leader. Because the Western people, they have tried like 18 times to assassinate Ibrahim Traoré, but all the mission, all their attempt of bringing down Ibrahim Traoré, it has failed. Recently, we saw the United States and France. They came together so that they can arrest Ibrahim Traoré. But it seems like their mission it has failed. And right now, they have decided to send spies and to send people to go in Burkina Faso to try to see how they can bring down Ibrahim Traoré. But for me, I can tell you that these are some of the things that these people that have been doing to our brave leaders. But it seems like Ibrahim Traoré, he is a brave and he is overpowering them. And these people, they are not happy to see how Ibrahim Traoré, he is overpowered them. He is escaping all their assassination attempts. So right now, these people, they are still furious. You can see even they are sending a woman, a lady, to try to go in Burkina Faso and pretend he is from a United Nation, something like that. But this is tell you that these people, they will not stop until they see Ibrahim Traoré down. So for me, what I can tell you, all black people, it is to come together. It is to stand and protect Ibrahim Traoré. We need to send a warning message to the Western countries, telling them that you guys, you need to stop threatening Ibrahim Traoré. You guys, you need to stop trying to bring Ibrahim Traoré down, because this is one of our leaders that right now we are proud of, because you guys who have been taking our leaders down. Any leader who is fighting for the rights of the black people, you guys who have been taking that leader down. But right now, I know these people, they are not happy seeing Ibrahim Traoré, and also they are fear, because Ibrahim Traoré soon is influencing some of our African leaders, and that's one of the reasons to why these people, they are not happy with Ibrahim Traoré, because of the things that Ibrahim Traoré also he's doing in Burkina Faso. He has managed to make educational free from the primary to the university level. You can imagine, even in United States there is no something like that, but Ibrahim Traoré, he has managed to make educational free. And also right now is creating more jobs with the resources that the Western people, the France, they were taking from Burkina Faso. Right now, Ibrahim Traoré, he has managed to use that resources to create more jobs to the people of Burkina Faso. And also you can see the hospital. Ibrahim Traoré has managed to make hospital accessible to all people. So Ibrahim Traoré is changing the life of the people of Burkina Faso. And the Western people, they are not happy to see that. These people, all they want, it is the resources. They want the minerals, they want the gold, they want the oil. That it is one of the things that these people, they really want. But seeing Ibrahim Traoré cutting all resources, which it is in Burkina Faso, going out of the Burkina Faso, these people, they are not happy. And that's why they're trying to bring Ibrahim Traoré down. But right now, I'm so happy to see how our black people, the black Americans, the black people in the Caribbean, and also us African people, we have been standing with Ibrahim Traoré. We have been protecting Ibrahim Traoré. And also, we are still continuing to pray for Ibrahim Traoré. You can imagine, these people, they don't have right now a formula. These people, they have tried to paint a bad image to Ibrahim Traoré. They came out and said that Ibrahim Traoré is a dictator. Ibrahim Traoré are using the Burkina Faso gold to protect himself, but we know that it is a lie. Nowadays we have internet. If you want to see a leader is doing very good, we can just go on in the internet and search what the leader is doing to his country. If the leader will do bad things, his people will come out and say, no, we don't want you, you are doing bad things to our country. But these people that are coming out and say Ibrahim Traoré is doing, is a dictator, he's using the Burkina Faso gold to protect himself, but that it is not true. We have seen what Ibrahim Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso. He's creating more jobs. He has made educational free. He's making people to access the healthcare, which in those first world country there's nothing like that. You can see in the first world country, education, it is not free, you need to pay. In first world country, the jobs right now, it is like they are in slavery plantation farm. Everything over there, it is all about money. You can't survive in the United States or Western countries without having money. Their land, their country, they have made it to be like a slavery plantation farm. So they are not happy to see what Ibrahim Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso. For me, I keep on telling you that if Ibrahim Traoré is a dictator and is changing the life of Burkina Faso, he's making educational free. He's making, right now he's building houses for the people of Burkina Faso. Right now we have seen he's creating more jobs. He's building the nation, is building the country. If Ibrahim Traoré is a dictator for real, we need a leader. We need dictators like Ibrahim Traoré in all of the Africa, because you guys, if you are saying Ibrahim Traoré is a dictator, let him be a dictator, and we see these changes that he's doing in Africa. So we as black people, we as Africans, we are happy with Ibrahim Traoré. You can't just come to our country and you are saying that our leader, he is not is a dictator, he's not working according to the will of the people, and yet the people of Burkina Faso, they have kept quiet. The people of Burkina Faso, they are not talking about bad things about Ibrahim Traoré. If these people, they want to see if Ibrahim Traoré is a dictator, is doing bad things, they need to go and ask the people of Burkina Faso. The people of Burkina Faso, they are the ones who say that they don't want election. Yeah, they want Ibrahim Traoré to stay in power. The people of Burkina Faso, they are the ones who say like that. So the people of Burkina Faso, they can't just say like that and see Ibrahim Traoré becoming a dictator. No, we have seen you guys who have been destabilizing Burkina Faso. You guys who have been taking resources. It is not only Burkina Faso, all African countries. You guys who have been taking resources from here in Africa. Then right now you still want to take some more in Burkina Faso. No, we can't just allow like that. So right now, we black people, we are wake up and stop sending the spies or the snipers or people to assassinate Ibrahim Traoré. If anything will go, if we see Ibrahim Traoré right now is going through all difficulties, we know it is the Western people. If right now you guys will be successful, if you guys will bring down Ibrahim Traoré, we black people, we will not be happy with you guys, and you will pay for what you guys you are doing to our African country. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you in my next one. Bye bye. Let's stand with Ibrahim Traoré. Let's pray for Ibrahim Traoré. All this assassination will come and pass without harming Ibrahim Traoré. So kindly guys, thanks so much. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you in my next one. Bye bye.